series of videos um, to show the process, and like if like producers in the studio, like the music you hear today, you know, on the radio or whatever. So this program I use is called Magic's Music Maker Premium. It's 2020 version. Um, and then if you look right just to the left of the screen, you see got my little what's called MIDI controller. That's what it looks like. Okay, so that's what I'll use to come up with some ideas. What a lot of people do. Some people just come up with ideas on the keyboards or the particular instrument, and then they draw it in, and I'll show you how it's done with this software. So I had this idea. So right here, here's my track. It's on to record, but I just come down the octave. So I come up with an idea like that, right? So I'll come over here and I say, okay, so there's an item called create what's called a MIDI track, musical instrument digital interface track, and so let's see, we'll do what's called a four bar loop just to get the idea down, and then what you want to do, we might want to bring it over just a little bit so it can count in right here. This is called your loop point. Okay, so and I'm going to do this really kind of slow tempo. This is 120 beats per minute at the currently, which is the default on most music programs. Okay, so I'm going to put this at 75. I don't want this because the keyboard line is really hard to actually kind of lay down in sequence with the software because of the CPU processing power of the computer. You know what I'm saying? Like by the time I press a key and it sends that signal of that note to the computer and process, it's in milliseconds, but it's called latency. So you'll hear it when I do it in the software, but that's just the way it is, I guess. So anyway, so here's my loop right here, and let me see. So if I wait, I think that was already in. Hold up, that was already in. So it's a 4-bar count. Okay. Okay, so I got that roughly. So just play it. It'll be out of sequence. Okay, so shut up. Okay, so let me play that one more time just to make sure. Okay, so here, this is the piano view. So if you actually, here's what I recorded. If I actually open that this way, so it looks like here's the notes that's actually played. All right, so now I can go in and actually listen to it. Okay, you hear that? That chord right there was a little too loud. So if I highlight that particular chord, see right here, this is the volume for that chord. So bring that down so it's not so check it out now. Okay, doom doom. So I knew that's what I wanted to hear, so I can actually okay, so I want those two notes, the volume's a little low, see right here, so let's bring it up here. Okay. So we got that. All right. So all I have to do now, I think this is a 4-bar loop. Actually, we can make that 8-bar loop. Just to go back in, let's highlight that. Control A and then Control copy that over and that comes right after that. So actually now we highlight this and bring it over. See, so nice little melody. Let's change that last little piece there. Let's change. Okay, I'll roll with that right there. So let's do Control D. Let's bring that over. So we actually got us an 8-bar loop now. So including the 2 bars, the bar that we have to count in on. Okay, so this is what producers, beat makers go through in the studio. You know, it's okay, so we can go with that. Now what you usually would do is add let's add some drums just to get a feel for the tempo, to kind of give the foundation for the melody. I'm gonna go into what's called this hip hop kit bassy, whatever that means. I really don't care. I'm just so most music programs, software programs, they have what's called virtual sound. The virtual instrument software that actually gives you a lot of different options to play virtual instruments. Like I can play this. See, so whatever chord I can still play on my keyboard to the left here. So pressing the key corresponds with this key right here on the pad. So actually, I want to bring that up a little more. Give it a little. Distortion. Okay, let's try it. That's the latency I'm talking about. Here are slower sounds, but it's a little behind the rhythm, but it's okay. I can fix it in piano roll. Okay, so let's go in and. So if I go in now, it's already highlighted. If I press this little Q up here, just quantize, which quantizes to the grid. But I know it needs to come over. See, here's the start of the measure, that blue line, so I need to bring it over. Let's try it now. These look pretty off though. Okay, so these need to be doctored up. So what I need to do, grab my little. So I need to bring these over, put them all on the grid. All of these need to come over here on the grid. Move over a couple of notches. And this is also called sound design, where you actually use the software to manipulate the notes you play from a MIDI device or you know, guitar or live instrument or whatever. Just gets the song in sequence so it doesn't sound off, and it should sound okay once I get this right here. These moved over. And I think that might be okay. So let's listen to it now. Yeah, that drum's a little tighter now. Okay, so now we got just that piece of idea, so we can highlight all of that and duplicate that piece of the song. So now we got a 16 bar idea to work with, right? Okay, so this is how the producers go through different things. So we got that right there. I don't want to use that same, I want to use the same drum kit, but however, I want to actually just use the clap from it. So I'll go here on the next track and pick the same drum kit. And you can mix different sound textures, different software pools together to make different, you know, different sounds, you know, give different textures on the standard, whatever you choose to use as far as your drum kit, your guitar kit, string kit, etc. All right, so over here, I'm going to do an 8-bar track, and I'm going to find a clap. Let me see something. So instead of the little clap sound, what's pretty common in today's hip hop music, we can do this. It's almost like a little finger pop. Nope. So we already know. So we're gonna bring these over. I think it's that. Okay, so right here. So it's on every other one, I think. Just that little piece right there. So we'll highlight that. Control D. Wait. Highlight again. There we go. And then Control D. There. What I'm doing, dude. Got to remember too much stuff. See. You got to always, as you're creating, you got to keep, you got to, are you kidding me? This happens all the time with this software program. It really does. It just hangs out. But no. They just did a patch for it, what's called a patch update, and evidently that didn't work. So I don't know. It's time to go pray.